happens. What other top-tier guys do you like coming in at day one?
Oh, I agree with you on Isaiah Simmons, and I got to clarify, I'm not going to be upset if they do draft Isaiah Simmons. It's just now that I've weighed all the options, I think that offensive tackle is the more important position to target in the first round. But, we could think of guys like Derek Brown. He'll probably be great, but I don't think he's a fit for the Giants either. I think we've invested enough in the defensive line. Patrick Queen, you mentioned him. I like his coverage ability. He's very athletic. I think he should be a pretty impactful starter day one, too, wherever he ends up. And he could be a target if we do trade down with the Jaguars. I know I threw that out there in one of my articles. I'm not that high on Kayvon Chasen. I think he's got a lot that he needs to work out. He's just really an athlete to me. And so I'm not going to put him on that instant impact list. I think he's got a lot of stuff to refine. But I think, obviously, we can go over all the offensive tackles in the first round. I think at least 3 or 4 of them are going to be an instant impact player day one.
Now, going off that topic, Anthony, which offensive tackle do you want? Let's say the Giants stick with the 4th overall pick. Who are you taking? Let's say like Simmons and Okudah and Chase Young are all off the board by top 3. I know the Giants probably aren't pursuing Okudah, but let's just say that's the scenario. Who are you going for at 4?
It's Jedrick Wills to me, and I think it's a pretty easy choice. I think that he has the ability to play either offensive tackle position. I know he played right tackle at Alabama, and I think that's the biggest need for us personally. I think you can get by with Nate Solder for another year. Probably not 2, but you can keep him there for another year. And Jedrick Wills could start instantly at right tackle and really perform well there. But if you decided to kick him over to the left side, at Alabama, he was covering to his blind side because he's a left-handed quarterback. So I think that he could succeed on the left side of the line too. But what I really like about him, I think he's very balanced. I think he's great as a pass blocker and a run blocker. And he's a very high IQ player. He watches a lot of film. If you look at any of his interviews and if you just watch the way he plays, he knows what the defender is about to do. He knows what pass rush moves are coming. And his technique is probably the best in the class. I think he's the most polished and the most day one ready out of all of them.
And you know what the crazy thing is, Anthony? They say, like, for a right tackle trying to make the move to left tackle, it's like learning how to walk basically all over again. That's what they always say the scenario is. So a guy like Jedrick Wills coming to the Giants, if they even, like, let's say Solder goes down with an injury at some point this season and he can fill in at left tackle and Nick Gates can play right tackle, it's just an endless opportunities for Wills. I love him, too. He's my pick off the board. I have to tell you, though, I am a huge fan of Tristan Worth. Just after his combine and watching a lot of film and breaking down him, he's a freak of nature, Anthony. Yeah. It's like I've never seen anything like it. I think he ran around like a 4.8 or something like that. It was crazy, like for an offensive lineman at his size doing that. But like back to what you said on our topic about Jedrick Wills, I think he's the sure number 1 guy. I do like Andrew Thomas too. I'm just rattling off